Good morning, soul family. Cheers. I'm back from my walk. And having another cup of coffee. My message right now comes from Jim Rohn, who is an American entrepreneur and author, who says you must take personal responsibility. You can't change the circumstances. God knows we know that. The seasons or the wind. But you can change yourself. That is something that you have charge of. That's always in your power. You know, this life is all about you. When you're sad, when you're hurt, or you can't change your circumstances like I'm talking about. You're the one who has that power and that ability to see it in a more unconditional, loving way. You know, that is something that has always been, it's always been with me and my two kids. I used to say, you know, for the disagreements and the strife I would go through when I was married, because that other person always wanted things their way. And the discord came from the fact that the other person didn't want to do it that way. The other person was happy with the way they were. And so my kids and I, my comeback would always be, it works for us because we accept each other for who we are. You know, we're not always trying to change that person or that thing and make it go our way. It's like changing the tide of the ocean, changing the waves. You accept the way, the direction they're coming. Accept it and do something for yourself with it. I've even gotten to where, I know my kids laugh at me, but whatever they'll say, I'll say, oh, well, I'm up for that. And they'll say, Mom, you're supposed to say you're down for that. And I go, no, I'm up for that. I'm up for that. I'm up for going there. I'm up for doing that. I'm up for I'm up for anything. The positive, I'm up for it. The upswing. And being like a buoy on the waves. Yay. Right? Validation. Get your heart in sync with your mind. Relieve and release that monkey mind and say, go away. Or be quiet. Be quiet for a while. And what will help that is to come outside and listen to the birds. And what is, I took notes yesterday, pardon me. Because I've told you guys, what do I do to make myself, you know, when you're starting to feel bad or down, like I said, or full of anxiety and you're not happy about something, you know what you do? You put the happy spin on it, the positive spin. And I start looking at things that make me happy. There's a squirrel behind me, and that's what Eddie sees. Okay? J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings. It is no bad thing to celebrate a simple life. As I've told you, the universe will answer you in kind. When you resonate with something, it's like get in there and fluff up the pillows. Get in there and start waving your arms. Start jumping up and down and clapping your hands. And feel your vibration just rise. And this one is unknown. How your life feels is way more important than how it looks. Wouldn't you agree? Your gut is your barometer. That's your sign right there. If you're curious about anything, think about how it makes you feel. Okay? And when you feel good, go with it. You don't need to second guess. Start your gratitude. Start banging the drum of what you're grateful for. Because there's always, always something to be grateful for. I've got my little makeshift fountain over here. Do whatever you have to do, guys. Okay? It works for me. This works for me. I know everybody's different. But that's my message for you on this gorgeous Sunday. Make peace with where you are. And take personal responsibility for everything in your life right now, for everything that's happened to you, because you're the one that has been in the driver's seat. And if you had somebody with you, you gave them your keys if you weren't happy, and you went along with them because you didn't want to make any waves. Monumental. Don't get off your bike and don't give away your keys. You've got 2 feet. Okay? You are the creator of your destiny. You are large and in charge. Okay, look at the birds behind me. I'm telling you right now, where I live, there's a Costco, and if I can get out to Costco, I can buy a 20-pound bag of birdseed for $9.99. That's phenomenal, but that's about 25 minutes away from me. The other place is a hardware store, and they are ridiculous in their prices. For a 10-pound sack, they charge $15, $14, ridiculous. But there's a store called Food for Less, and I can get 3 pounds. I believe it's a 3-pound sack for $6. And I'll be happy with that. And I can get a bag of dry roasted peanuts, a pound, for $1.99. And I can be so happy for a little while. So, you guys, I bid you farewell until the next time. Take personal accountability for your life. What is the serenity prayer? Lord, help me to accept the things that I cannot change. The wisdom to know the difference. I probably butchered it. But realize you're in charge of your life. It can be whatever you want it to be. You're in charge of the flavor, the temperature, the climate. Meaning, inside, how you behave. You're in charge of how you behave. And that's going to take care of what goes on around the outside of you. Always bring love into the situation. There are many different kinds of love. There's relationship love, and there's universal. And universal love is looking at things the way you want them to be. Not trying to change it, but putting that kind spin on it. Looking at things in a favorable light as best you can. It's not always easy, God knows. It isn't. Everybody's in their own thing. They're on their own path. But decide to opt for bringing the good to the situation and watch what happens. Okay, guys. Look at what's going on behind me. Ooh, I'm loving it. I bid you all peace and love, surrounded by the brightest white light. Farewell until next time. Bye-bye.